Hello, my dear friends. This is Domas. Welcome back to my channel, to the Walking One Man podcast. Um, Today, I haven't eaten anything, so I think I'm starting my fasting diet where I think I'm just gonna fast as much as I can, eat when I want to eat, but fast as much as I can. So I've noticed that when I'm fasting, it's clearing out my brain a lot. It's if I wake up in the morning, and what I heard yesterday from Dr. Sebi, he was saying best breakfast is hot cup of water. And this is not the first time I'm hearing this, so this might be my schizotypal kicking in. But when I hear something a couple times, I might adapt it to my daily routine. It makes sense because don't want to overload the stomach with any kind of stuff. And I'm that type of eater that I will just buy stuff to stuff myself up. And once I start fasting, I will probably be more aware of what I'm putting in my stomach. And maybe I'll put some things that rejuvenate me rather than just make me heavy and things like that. So also, I'm going to try to drink black coffee from now on, no sugar. And it's really it really feels good. I had a cup of coffee this morning. And yeah, I feel like I'm feeling my body more. This is not the first time I'm trying fasting, and they say it's dangerous, and it's like, I don't know what's dangerous, to not eat something or to eat stuff that you don't know what it does to you. Like, I don't know, I'm not against eating meat, but why does it have to be meat when there's loads of other things around you that you can eat? And my tactics with food has always been that, you kind of just, as long as you stuff yourself up with stuff and you're not hungry anymore, it's good. So if you stuff yourself up with greens and vegetables and fruit, that are easy to digest and not super sugary things as well. Like, I don't know, alkaline, especially alkaline stuff that is maybe a bit bitter to eat, but it has an alkaline effect on your body. It doesn't produce acid inside your body. Then perhaps this is the stuff that we should be eating, or I should be eating. I really like the feeling of when you're fasting, when you're kind of like tingling all over your body, and you're I see it as like I'm starting to see clearer. I might have less energy, but when I have less energy, I'm using that energy wisely. I don't want to smoke a cigarette because that will really mess up my head, so I feel like I'm getting wiser, because I don't have to have so much energy put into my stomach where it needs to be digested continuously. So it's good to take breaks from that. And I need to do some brain work in the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do less painting, and I'm going to try to focus on some documents, which is quite a difficult thing to do for me, but I think I realize that if I'm doing it when I'm fasting, when my brain is clearer, then I can focus on it better, and we'll see if that will work out. I will update you on that. But let me know in the comments if you have ever tried fasting and if you're a fan of that. I don't know why certain things come to my vicinity, peripheral vision, my reality, and they stick. And one of those things have been fasting. Like, there's always been this like coming round in a circle. You know, when Jung says that evolution doesn't happen, it's not linear. It's not like you become better and better and better. You know, it's like a spiral. You keep coming back. It's rising, but you keep coming back to the same topics. So fasting has been one of those, and I think it's some protection for me from the universe that is looking. You see, straight away I'm like, my nose is starting to clear out, starting to try and run, because I haven't filled my stomach up with shit from the morning. So I think it's like some sort of protection. I think it's you know, a lot of some people, you know, like, or people just in general, they eat their whole lives and eventually get sick. And you know, when you get sick after your whole life of eating, you know, and somebody says, you know, if you want to get better, just stop eating for 90 days or 30 days, or, you know, to clear out your stomach, you know, they're going to be like, what? Like, impossible. Like, I can't stop eating. I'm going to die. And it's like, well, that's the myth. Maybe you will die, maybe you won't. You know, maybe there's so much shit that needs to be cleared out from your body, and your body clears itself out by itself that you don't even know. So, you know, try it out, see what happens. So I've always wanted to, so if I ever get sick, you know, and somebody says, you know, do some fasting, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think we all, each of us have, we all know what we need to do in order to make ourselves better. We all know what it is that will get us better. We just need to ask ourselves questions. You know, for me, I'm like, so many spider webs around. This is how it looks around where I'm at. I'm always taking the same route and recording these videos. It's funny because I know exactly what time, how long I'm recording, at what place that I'm walking. So the brain is an amazing clock. It's like, I keep waking up at 9 a.m. every morning without a clock. And to me it's late, but they say if you sleep well, then it's good. It's good for your brain. But yeah, I'm not surprised that, you know, some people can really eat their whole lives and not realize that maybe eating is the one thing that's killing them. Like, I know people that are super overweight. I think I'm overweight actually, compared to my height, because that stomach is growing, you know, and I think we have a big, you know, problem with overeating. So, you know, if you weren't, but nobody's advertising fasting. I don't know. Maybe if they're listening, I'm gonna start getting adverts now on fasting, but intermittent fasting or whatever. It maybe is one of those things that I'll do for a day and it'll stop. But even for a day, it's pretty effective. You let your body rest a bit and see what happens. So that's it. That's for message for the day. But another message I wanted to share was kindness. A friend of mine said, real for me. This guy, I don't remember his name, but he was advertising, he was talking about kindness and how being kind is rare these days, and having a good heart. And that was really inspiring, because it's the second person that sends me a video of this guy, and I really appreciate videos like that, where it seems like people are waking up. I'm not saying that I'm very kind, but it's like I think I'm protecting myself a lot from people in general. I avoid a lot of conversations. I avoid a lot of interactions. But seeing genuine people on the internet gives me hope. So I'm trying to make this channel into that. So if you like what you're hearing, subscribe for more, and we'll be in touch. Comment. I reply eventually to all the comments, because this is still a young channel. But people are forming it, what it is becoming. People have make comments and decisions, and I make these videos according to those, to be honest, because you guys keep me going. I keep going because I want to keep going. But seeing people supporting me and supporting this channel and subscribing really, really helps. We'll see where we'll be at in a month, in 2 months, in half a year. In a year's time, December will be a year since I started making this channel, so you can see the improvements. And yeah, we'll just keep going. With whatever you're doing, whatever your life circumstances are saying, we will never die. That's the thing. We will always be energy. Energy doesn't dissolve. You're always what you are right now. And if you're having some difficulties, make sure that you look deep inside. Don't be afraid. Don't run away from it. Don't run away from what you have set up in your life. Don't think that it's all bullshit, and you got good intentions, you got good heart. So keep that in mind. Not everyone's gonna get it. Not everyone's gonna think that you're smart by being kind. But I always knew that kindness and love is gonna solve the problem, because once you got that, you don't really need that much else. You got love. You're giving love, and you're giving support to others, and just by the vibe, just by being you, just by shining that light, And it's funny, because just to end it, I went shopping the other day to this shop that I never go to because of the service. And there's a new cashier working there, new lady at the till. And she was one of the good ones. She was like looking at me. I was looking at her. She was smiling. She was talking. She was like, and I was like, perfect. They're appearing, you know? The angels are coming back. So you are that angel that can just make somebody's day better by just a smile, like seriously. So I love you guys. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.